Hey, it's Saturday, October 25th, 2025. I'm just playing around here. It's Saturday and I've done a few things. Some I wanted to, some I didn't. I just finished a Halloween story for next week for the Vermilion Photo Journal. And lately I've been working with artificial intelligence and a lot of different things. Okay, I interrupted myself, and all that noise I was making in that last video, I was trying to retrieve this pen underneath a bunch of stuff I have sitting in front of me. So it tells you how jumped up the desk right in front of me is. But what I was talking about earlier is artificial intelligence. This photo on my desktop behind me, I hope you can see it here, is generated by Apple Computer. They have different pictures that you can use on your desktop. And I like to change them a lot because I just get bored looking at the same thing all the time. I can use my own photos, but I've been using the Mac photos for a while. This one I opted to use for a week or so. And this plane here, this biplane, it's actually a biplane. I know it's hard to see, but it is actually a biplane. It's AI generated. That's not in that photograph. So it's pretty cool. And I've used AI on different ones before, and I had shown this. I had tried showing this before, but my recording got messed up. But let me show you another AI generated thing that I did here. This I had about a week ago for my desktop. This is the photo I used on my desktop. The background photo is an Apple photo that's available to use for on your desktop for whatever reason you want to use them for. And I liked it, so I used it for a couple of weeks, but then I got tired of it. So I thought before I get rid of it, I'm going to add something. That's what I did. I added this bear, and it looks pretty real. The reason I added that bear is because I had heard that black bears were coming back into Ohio, and so I put a black bear in this photo walking through the woods. I also added my signature over here on the right, but that's no big deal. It's more in the way than anything. But I used that for a while. Some of the images look fairly real, like this one with the bear. That looks like the bear is actually in the woods walking through there. But then I altered it. After I got tired of looking at that for a while, I altered it and made a different one here. And it's this right here. You get it bigger here. The black bear was fine, but I thought I'd do something different. I tried different things. And finally, I did this clothesline with somebody's underwear on it. Now, that doesn't look real, like the bear. So some of these photos will look real, depending on what you're trying to do and what you tell it to do. Because that's how you do it. You just write what you want in a photo and where you want it. You mark where you want it, and there it is. But this one I used for a while, and it's amusing more than anything else. But that's an example of how to use this AI. AI is a very different type of thing to be using. I've used it for a number of things. I'm going to show you a few other things that I've used it for here. Here I used it just this week. I had this photo, and I've had it for a long time. This you might even be familiar with it. Let me get it up here. Let me stop it. Initially, it's a black and white photo of downtown Vermilion. That's the Maud Alton Hotel over here. These buildings are gone, but that's Exchange Park where the cannons are today. This building back here is Doc Bond's pharmacy and his office. That building was moved up to Street Liberty when they made the park that they have today. They moved that street up to Liberty, and that's Rudy's cafe or whatever, tavern up on Liberty Street. But in any case, I like this picture. I always have. But look what you could do with it. This is cool. If you look at it closely, you'll see some mistakes that were made. I'm not going to go through that, but still, it's really an interesting thing to be able to see that. I see some problems with AI. Let me show you one here. I'm thinking, my wife did some interviews with some ladies at the Olympic Club. and she recorded them. And the one recording that she made, something was wrong with the recorder, or something went wrong with the recorder, so it didn't get recorded. But she did make notes, and she does have the pictures and stuff like that. And I want to show you one of the pictures here. Here they are. This is the picture she took with her phone. Let's take too long. Okay, she took that photo with her telephone. It's a nice picture. It's a pretty good one. I know all three of these ladies, but she interviewed them. Too bad she didn't have, the recorder didn't work for her. But I saw the picture and I thought, gee, I want to try something with that. So look what I was able to do. I don't know why it's taking so long to come up there. Let me try this. Okay, I didn't have this problem a little while ago. There it is. That's from the still. The interesting thing, I want to talk about this photo for just a second. I know all three of these ladies. And let me go back to the beginning here. It's a good enough picture, and I've known these ladies for a long time. So when I added AI to make them move, as you're seeing here, I stopped it there. What I note is that although AI is good, it's not always real accurate, because you see her right there. That is not really the way she looks, not from my point of view anyway. It's probably accurate as far as AI goes. There, she looks different there to me, but I know her, and that's why I'm saying that. AI is not 100% accurate, depending on what you're doing. Here's another black and white. I think this one is. Here, I used that. I don't know where it's going. There. I think I slowed it down. Yeah, look, see what I did with it? I took it from black and white to color there. So I just played around with different things, but that one, I noticed that it's not 100% accurate. That's all I wanted to make you understand here. Here's another one I did. This is kind of neat too. Look at this. This is Maud Elton Hotel in the background here. I thought that was just kind of neat. That little girl jumping in the air like that. But it's a lot of things you can do with AI, but they're not 100% accurate. And that's why I mentioned it to you. It's fun to use, but it's not 100% accurate. So right now I'm going to jump to something else. So I'll keep this up, but I'm going to go off of this subject for just now.